a little bit of a post-game recap.
Thank you, gentlemen. Now, very necessary win there for SKT in order to secure that first round, or rather first seed going into the bracket stages. But we're going to take this opportunity before we get into our next game to check in with the Twitter sphere, where you guys are sending in your questions for our resident Season 3 World Championship finalists with the hashtag AskTabe. Now, we'll start with a tweet from @Bachiak, or Bachiak, which says, "What do you do to prepare for a big match?" Well, Tabe, what is it?
Before we are going to face a huge enemy or opponents before a big match, obviously we will have a very in-depth conversation with our teammates. We will have a meeting about like 30 to 60 minutes about the band pick. We will stimulate the picks from our enemies. For example, if our enemies are SKT, we will think of them of what will Faker going to pick, what will Marine was going to pick. And after that, we will think of the team morale. Are we very afraid of against them, and we will choose to have a big meal to relax ourselves.
Sounds good.
Gotta have that big meal, fill up your stomachs.
Food.
Exactly, yeah, get your minds off of the game itself. Next up, we have Loki259, who writes, which team has the best bot lane at Worlds currently?
I think the first seed of China, LGD, has the best bot lane in the world. So, although they didn't perform very good in the Worlds, they lost 3 games already. But I think Imp and PYL are the best of the best.
And I want to ask you, because we hear a lot about PYL, but what makes PYL such a great support in your mind?
Because my play when I was a player too, I like aggressive play. And I think the best 2 supports in China is Miko and PYL. But I think PYL is playing much more aggressive than Miko. And comparing the 2 bot lanes, Deft plus Miko and Impact plus POL, I think they are more convincing.
Yeah, I have to agree with like LGD bot lane, because it's very hard to look beautiful when you're dancing in the mud.
And I want to add something about being aggressive in bot lane. If you play very aggressively in bot lane, your opponent will think, oh, because there's jungler behind you. It's just nonsense. There's no jungler behind you. It's just simply we are aggressive. It's like very good play.
Imp and PYL have been shining lights for a team that is struggling quite seriously in this tournament so far. Next up, Aturgis wants to know, what is more important in advancing at Worlds, innovation or one solid strategy? What are your thoughts there?
I think of a long time to answer this question, because I think innovation is the most important thing. And the second thing is the understanding of your teammates. Why? Why I invented Ani support is because in our team, we have Uzi for huge damage output, and we have White as a very good AP in China. But we have a huge problem. Who is going to initiate? We have huge problems about initiation, and we have a meeting of a whole team, and we figure out that Sona and Fresh is the best initiators. But then I ask my questions. Let me list all about the champions who have stuns. We figure about Sion, we have Anivia, and I suddenly think, oh, what am I doing? Annie has the best AoE stun in the world, because before the patches now, there are a lot of nerfs on Annie, you know?
Yep.
And that time, Annie have 1.75 seconds stun, even in level 1. And about this question, why innovation is important, I explained about thinking of what is the best hero during this patch. And the second thing is you have to understand your teammates. I know that Uzi always blame about no initiations. We always know that White or even Godlike can make good initiations. So you have to have good understanding of your team.
Can you go too far? Like PYL pick Brand, for example. Do you think that is an example of bad innovation in a meta where Brand didn't really do that good?
Because I have emphasized that Mordekaiser is very afraid of stun and silence. Maybe I think he picks Brand is because of the synergy between Brand and Kalista. Kalista can ulti Brand into the face tanking Mordekaiser and EQ immediately. But it's after you're level 6. When you're level 6, Mordekaiser is already level 8.
Yeah.
I think it is not his problem of picking brand, but it is the problem of the coach. Why you are having Mordekaiser in other people's team.
So innovation around a team based on the information you have about your teammates. Finally, from Reckoner Celeste, Tabe, who do you think is the top support champion right now at Worlds?
I think this question is the same as the first question. The first thing you have to know is you have to have a very good understanding of the current patch. And the second thing is you have to always be innovative. For example, we have seen Kench support used by Gorilla. He is just ulting and he eats, drinks, and he brought prey into 5 men. And he uses W to rescue your ADC. Why he uses this is because no one understands about Kench. No one has the same in-depth understanding of Gorilla's Kench. For my opinion, among the world's play, I think Morgana will be a very good pick because we can see by stats that Morgana has won all the games as a support, but there's only a single lose time when Morgana is used by Pobelter as a mid lane.
Something that I would like to add as well, simply because top lane and mid has been so important to last pick, that's why we have to see these blind pick supports all the time. Otherwise, we would see these counter picks. That's why we don't see Janna, that's why we don't see any Soraka or any kind of innovative picks. That's why we get to see these boring, like, blind picks like Alistar and Braum.
Well, Tahm Kench is not boring.
Yeah, Tahm Kench is... Well,
I'm hoping to see more Tahm Kench. I want Tahm Kench to become meta in this tournament. Well, Tabe, thank you very much for providing us with some of that insight there. We'll see if H2K can shake off that loss as they get back on stage for our next match, where they'll face the LPL's Edward Gaming. Keep it tuned right here. We'll be back after this.
Here comes Martin as well. Flash from Bengi. I don't think that's going to be enough damage. Oh, and Bengi taken out by Ryu. Requiem coming in, teleport coming into that turret, the bot lane as well, too. Wolf gets stopped up for a second. Darden stays alive for the moment. Had to use not the summon hero quite yet. Bang.
Oh, now they're inside Karthus.
Lulek's taking a lot of damage, and Karthus doing so much. Here comes a Requiem. Can he get any more? As SK Telecom chasing down H2K.
Bang.
The damage from Bang is insane right now. Double kill. Can he get more? Triple kill. It's another win for SKT. They're 5-0 in the group now.